Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Wake Up and Airbrush. I know. You're expecting to see Heather here, but we got a fun little surprise for you. So if you are new here and you're just coming on, say hello. Let us know where you're at, where you're coming from. My name is Dorothy, and I am the host over at LUMINESS Live, our small group class that really just teaches and trains and talks about airbrushing all day long. So, Heather's letting me come out to play because we're going to talk about some fun new things that Luminous is rolling out. Did y'all know that Luminous is rolling out skincare this year? Yes, skincare. So we're going to do a summer skincare challenge. Heather let us have some fun with the new skincare stuff, and we are going to have an actual client have an assessment right here on the air so you know what questions to ask yourself, what questions to talk to your beauty expert with, and know what to look for in getting your skincare. Hello, good morning, Lori. Good morning, Cindy. I'm so glad to see you guys here. So I'm super, super excited to get to do skincare with you guys over the next 6 weeks. So set your alarms every Wednesday for the next 6 weeks. I'm going to be here. Cindy's going to be here. And our real life model is going to be here. And I'm going to introduce everybody today so you can see everybody, get to know everybody, and really just step in. So let me show you the promo that they have going right now is the Airbrush System Duo with your foundations and all of that good stuff. And then 3 skincare items. But I got to tell you, they have one, two, look, I'm just going to show you. I'm not even going to tell you. These are our skincare cards that come with all of our items that talk to us about all of the skincare. And so that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the skincare. Okay, enough of that. I just wanted to introduce that we are doing a summer skincare challenge and let you meet some of our beauty experts. So, I help run and go over with our beauty experts who help answer your questions, help you problem solve, help teach and train, and all of that. But one of our beauty experts that we have has a specialty, and her specialty is skincare. Let me introduce you to my friend Cindy. Hello, Cindy.
Hello, hello. How are
Okay, so
you?
I'm going to attempt to read your resume, but I know I'm not going to do it justice. So, Cindy is an educator and an instructor in lash extensions, aesthetics, and makeup artistry. She's a medical esthetician, a microblading artist, a lash extensionist, and I met you when you were a freelance makeup artist in the industry. So we've been working together for years. But so I could say I am a makeup expert, but this right here is our skincare expert. So anytime I have any questions that go beyond, what I know as a makeup artist, I'm like, Cindy, help. So, Cindy, tell us a little bit about yourself because I know I missed so much. I just kind of hit the highlights and bullet points, but introduce yourself to us just a little bit. And the reason I brought Cindy on is because her training in skincare is bar top notch, and that's what we're going to be focusing on Wednesdays for the next 6 weeks. So, go ahead, Cindy. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am super excited. I want to start with that. I'm super excited that we are doing this skincare challenge because it's just so many questions are going to be answered over these next 6 weeks about skin and about our products. And I'm really excited to bring this knowledge to our viewers here on Luminess, on the Wake Up and Airbrush show. So, I'm Cindy Williams. I started in the beauty industry in the 80s, early 80s. So, Yeah, cosmetology school in 1982. We'll just go that far back. I went from that into makeup artistry. I spent a year in South Africa in makeup artistry. From there, I moved into lash extensions. And then from there, I moved into aesthetics. And then from there, I moved into aesthetic instruction. So I've worked all across the board, but my real passion is skin and helping women feel beautiful in the skin they're in,
Right.
instead of trying to fix it with makeup. Which, yes, makeup is used to enhance our natural beauty, but I'm about helping women improve what the skin that they've got, their palette.
Yeah, and
So that's me.
I tell everybody when we get started, as we get a little bit older, less is more and more works for us. So less makeup is better and more
Hmm.
skincare works on our behalf. So I'm very,
Agree.
very excited that Luminess has added skincare to the Airbrush system and all of that good stuff. But I know that you are gonna head on over and do an assessment with our real life client. And so I
I
want to
am.
introduce you guys to our real life client. Cindy, I'll see you in a few minutes. I want to introduce you guys to our real life client, and her name is Helen. And I want to show you her before I bring her on. We did before photos. So, look, y'all, I'm very, very forthright, honest. I don't necessarily really believe that in makeup artistry, you should edit videos if you're going to call yourself a makeup artist. I mean, there's professional edits that photographers do and that they do with that. But I want to see the real life nitty gritty, and I'm sure you do too. And so Helen is our real life, and we are doing before photos. We are going to show you her doing it in action as we go. 6 weeks, you're going to see progression. You're going to see what has been prescribed to her from our skincare experts. And then you're going to see the final at the end of the 6 weeks. So we'll have before and after. So I'm going to show you her before. This is Helen, our before. This is shots we took just a few days ago to do that. We did some close-ups. Now, y'all, be kind, because if we had to do close-ups on everybody, they would be just as uncomfortable to look at for ourselves. So we did close-ups around her mouth on both sides, just so we could see any challenges that she was going to have and that we could send over to Cindy to look at so she would know how to prescribe things. And we did her forehead. Now, as far as I know, Helen has not had any kind of Botox, any kind of cosmetic, anything. Yes, Helen is so brave. It takes a very brave person to come on here live naked. I say naked, raw, and let the world see you in your fabulousness from the start. So, hello, Helen. I'm so glad you're here with us.
Hi.
Hi. Well, I am glad you decided to take our skincare challenge and see how that looked and see how we progress throughout this. Are you excited to go with us on the skincare challenge?
I am very excited. I'm
Okay.
very excited.
So, full disclosure, right? We're going to have full disclosure. You're not a makeup artist.
No, ma'am.
You have any experience in the industry?
Oh,
Like,
no.
okay, like if I know correctly, your history's in like HR and all that good stuff, right? You're an everyday lady, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And so your skincare, what has your skincare been like? What have you done over the past years that would be your skincare?
Well, evidently you can see not much. Soap and water and just a night erase cream. That's it.
All right. So how would you describe your skin?
I want to say it's dry. It's very
Okay.
dry. Sometimes I feel like it's dull
Okay.
and wrinkly.
Okay.
That's
So
pretty much.
can I ask you how old you are? I mean, you don't have to answer, but
Very close to knocking on 60's door.
Okay, okay. So you're that late 50s hitting close to 60s door. That's good enough.
Yes.
The one thing I really wanted to do was bring women of age up here, like women of wisdom that have lived a life, have a life. We honor and support all women of all ages, and skincare is great for younger girls so that you take care of your skin. But we want to show what it can do to a woman that has some years under her belt, some experience, and how it can repair some of the lack of skincare we've started, right? Okay, so here's some of the questions we ask. How would you describe your skincare, which you just did beautifully? Do you have any medical conditions on your skin like psoriasis, eczema, rosacea, any challenges like that?
No, ma'am.
Okay, that's great. Well, that leaves
Blessed.
Yes, very blessed. Okay, so what would you like to address or improve with this skincare challenge?
I would like to not have the lines be so predominant. I didn't realize they were that deep until we started looking at these pictures from the other day, and it's quite alarming.
Well, pictures are brutally honest sometimes, and so that's why Instagram made filters. But we are not going to use filters here. We are going to be honest, and we are going to get a real assessment of what the skincare can do, and at the end, what airbrushing looks like on top of that. And guess who gets to do their own airbrushing live at the end of this? That would be you. So
I'm
because
so excited.
we are gonna have fun. And so here's the thing: airbrushing is great, and it could, cover up a multitude of sins in our skin. But when you add that to skincare, it multiplies it and makes it even better. So we all know, I mean, Heather has done a killer job training everybody on how to airbrush and how to make it amazing and how to look great in it. And so we just want to up that game and add skincare to it. And yeah, you're right. I mean, Lori, y'all are right. Airbrush does wonders for your skin. And now we have skincare through the airbrush. Okay. So what does your skincare right now, currently, what does your routine look like? You said you do soap and then just a lotion?
Just soap and water, and then I'll go with a night repair olive olay.
Okay.
Is a simple what I use just before I go to sleep.
Now, would you consider your skin sensitive?
No,
No? Okay.
not at all.
Do you, are you a sun lover? Do you stay out in the sun a lot?
I have been a sun goddess for the last 50 plus however many years we were discussing. So there's quite a bit of sun damage done to my face, my skin. Yes, ma'am. I believe
Okay.
so.
Okay. Well, there we go. So we've got some skincare challenges with the sun. If I remember right, like back in your days when you were younger, I guess that would be 70s, 80s, 90s. We used to like pour out the baby oil to take. There was none of this sunscreen stuff. Let's bake it in the sun for a good thing. Now, do you use sunscreen daily?
No,
Okay.
I sure don't.
Okay. So do you drink alcohol? Now, this isn't a judgment thing. This really does go into your skin.
Well, yes, I do. I have 3 or 4 drinks a week. Yes, ma'am. I sure do.
So do you smoke?
For those unforgiving lines, I believe, yes, ma'am, I have smoked for several years.
Baby oil with iodine. Okay, Heather. Well, you know what? Then I think that thank you first and foremost for being so honest. There's no judgment on whether you smoke or drink or wear sunscreen or don't wear sunscreen or wash your face with bar soap. Those are really assessment questions because that helps us understand where we need to address the skincare, what we need to do with that, and all of that good stuff. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to let you get with Cindy real quick. And that is what we call, you're right, real life. That's a real life of people living their life, enjoying their life, and now going,
Yeah.
I may want to take care of these pigmentations and all of that good stuff. So, okay, so I am going to go ahead and I am going to pull up some of our skincare while y'all get together, and then going to pull us all in so Cindy can get a true assessment of you. So I'll see you in just a minute. All righty. So if you haven't checked out the skincare, a lot of what is coming into the package that we have, let me take a look here. This is what our package is. And so this comes with hyaluronic acid, rose serum, and then the niacinamide. And those three skincare products can actually be used in your Breeze and your Breeze Duo. It can be used in the skincare system by itself, and then it can be added to the foundations. Okay. And so that is, if that is what you got in your package, let me clarify some things about our Breeze Duo, and our skincare system. So if you purchase a skincare system, this is what you're going to get. This is equivalent, not this, but the compressor to the Breeze Duo. This one. Okay. It goes 2 speeds. And so if you already have the Breeze Duo, you can do all of the skincare in the Breeze Duo, all of it. It can all go in there. You can put in the Breeze Duo, the 2 speed, you can put your foundation in here, you can put your skincare in here, and all of it'll blow through it. However, if you have the skincare, you cannot put the foundation in the skincare because it does it in a finer mist. And so this is for skincare only, but your Breeze Duo can do both. So there is the clarification on that. Now, what I will also tell you is when we are mixing with our foundations, there are certain foundation or certain skincares, which are the ones that came in the kit, that you can mix with the foundations and it'll work perfectly fine. But when you get to the thicker foundation or the thicker skincare, which we'll talk about for nighttime and all of that good stuff, you're definitely going to want to use it without the foundation. And I'll explain all that like as we go through our skincare challenges and help you understand. Because one of my questions was, well, why would I need this if everything goes through the Duo? That makes no sense to me. And now I have an answer. Because our nighttime ones that are thicker and that like our retinols and our vitamin B and our vitamin C that we would use at night need a finer mist to be the most effective. And really, you don't want to mix it with your foundation. I was like, well, that's fair because I need to save my heads and make sure they don't get clogged and work well. So, all righty. I think Cindy is ready to do Helen's assessment. And so we are going to go ahead and we are going to make that happen right now. Hello, my friend Cindy. How are you? I see that y'all are together and that we have an assessment time. So talk to me about her skin. I know you see her face to face. Tell me what it is. Give us a prescription because look, girl, I know you know, but look at all these. How are we supposed to know which one to use? There's so many options. So many options, which, hey, I love options. And I love having the ability to choose, but it can be confusing to know which ones to use. So
Yes, ma'am.
with her specific challenges, which is FYI, y'all, if you come to Luminess Live and you decide you want a skincare consult, we can set that up, but that's neither here nor there. Go ahead, Cindy, tell us what you got and tell us what we need to know.
Okay, well, first off, what I'm wanting to do today is I'm wanting to assess Helen's skin, and I'm going to address Helen's skin. But we felt like a lot of the concerns that Helen has is across the board with most of our viewers out there. And so Helen was just like a perfect client to be able to bring forward and discuss things with. So we listened to what Helen felt like were her personal concerns from her perspective. And that's the first place. You want to focus on what your personal concerns are before you worry about before I worry about what I think she needs. Okay, we want to address what she wants to address first. But as a professional, when I look at her skin, I'm trying to determine, does she have dry, normal, or oily skin? Okay. So looking at Helen, typically an oily skin is going to have larger pores that you can see, and it gives you the oilier it is, the larger the pores tend to be, and it's more of an orange peel type skin. Now that also happens with aging. That's as we mature, as our skin matures, which I'll talk to you about that in a minute on the definition of mature skin. But as our skin matures, we tend to get that orange peel down here. Ma'am?
I said, please do that. Let's define mature skin, because I have a daughter that's 26 and a daughter that's 24, and they think anything over 28 is mature. So,
well, I've seen both of your daughters, and neither one of them have mature skin. So we'll go there. Okay, so Helen has some larger pores on the nose area and on the chin area. I don't really see many more. So I would not consider her oily all over. What I would consider her is more of a combination skin. A dry skin, the pores are going to be almost invisible. This dry skin is going to feel a little bit tight usually. And when you put moisture on it, it just loves it. So, but Helen might possibly have a little combination. Would you say that? Would you say your combination?
I would think so.
Okay.
Look, if your girl is not wearing sunscreen and your girl is washing with soap, I'm pretty sure she got dry skin.
Well, hold on. So let's talk about that.
Okay.
There's a difference between dry skin and dehydrated skin.
Oh, now see, we might just need to do a whole Luminess live thing because we got 8 minutes left. So.
Okay, but that dehydrated is where that hyaluronic acid does its best work, which we'll talk about that another time, I'm sure. So to check for the dehydrated, when we just gently go against gravity, if the skin wrinkles up like crepe paper, you're going to see that's going to be dehydrated skin. Sorry, I was watching you check your skin, Dorothy.
Sorry, I had to check. I'm doing it with you. Do it.
So Helen does have a little bit of dehydration going on that we'll address throughout these next 6 weeks. She has some hyperpigmentation, which means excessive pigmentation in areas, freckles, age spots, those things. So she has some hyperpigmentation. She has some fine lines and wrinkles, but not really too many deep wrinkles. I think her strongest wrinkles are going to be around her mouth, and that's most likely from smoking. And then dull skin is just a matter of we need to get that skin exfoliated. That was one of her concerns. We need to get those dead skin cells exfoliated and let the new skin cells shine through. So I want to address 2 things really quick. Now that I'm down to the wire with only 7 minutes and Dorothy's put the pressure on me. Mature skin. Mature skin does not necessarily mean old skin. It means skin that has begun the aging process or that has advanced further in the aging process. So the farther you go, the more mature we consider it. And that can happen. Dorothy, your daughters could have mature skin if they were sun goddesses, if they were heavy drinkers or drug users or all those stress. Medical conditions can cause mature skin.
Okay, so let me see if I've got this. Our skin age is not contingent upon our physical annual age. Our skin can either be younger than our actual age or it can be older than our actual age. Am I correct?
Absolutely.
Hey. Okay.
And we're going to use products to help keep it from maturing too fast. Right? Awesome. And do some reversal too, a little bit. We can't make any medical claims, but we can do a little bit of minimizing.
All righty. Well, I am excited about this. I'm excited about this skincare challenge because we got before photos and I love before and afters, and I love authentic before and afters with real people that have not been necessarily using like skincare since they were 15. Like I drilled it into my daughters, like they weren't allowed to wear makeup until they started their skincare routine. But not everybody has that, and not everybody does that. And so I love that we are using a skincare challenge that is real people with real challenges and no filters. And y'all are really going to get to see how well or not Luminous skincare works. I mean, we're going to have the black and white photos unedited. We're going to have her live doing her makeup on the last day. That's going to be fun and exciting. And then as we go through, what y'all can look for over the next 6 weeks is Helen's regimen. We're going to have Helen's regimen and what Cindy has prescribed for her. Okay, I say prescribed, not medical, just suggested. Don't get all in a tizzy, y'all. Just what products out of all these that she thinks will work for Helen. Helen's going to use them, and then we get to see the end results. If you want to go in this challenge with us, join us. It can come in your kit. Customer service can set you up with that. It can be so much fun. Okay, so Cindy, real quick, what are you suggesting that Helen use for her skincare routine? Because I know, hold on, Helen, now do you wash your face at night, right?
Yes.
Do you wash it in the morning?
Not normally.
Okay, I think that's going to change. And, at one point, I think when we start to talk about each of the skincare regimens, Cindy's going to explain to us why it's important, but we don't have time for that today. So what are we going to get her with, Cindy? What are we suggesting that she use this time?
Well, we are going to put her, you mean for just this next week until we meet again, or for the whole 6 weeks?
You know what? In general for the 6 weeks. So I think our next step that we are going to talk about is really aggressively hitting the areas that she's unhappy with. Helen, out of the photos, the before and after photos, the before photos that you saw, which one was the one that you were the least unhappy with? You were like, the area of your face that you were unhappy with the most.
The side view of ear.
Okay. So I think that what we'll do next week is we will talk about an aggressive treatment. When I say aggressive, I don't mean medically aggressive. I mean as aggressive as Luminess will gently go on your skin. And we are going to talk about, don't we have a product that will help with that area, Cindy?
Yes. So our microneedling tip that goes on to our Breeze, that is one thing that I've already let her know we're going to learn how to use and use properly and why we use it. And yes, that is one of the things.
So that's next week's show is the microneedling, what it is, how we use it, what products we used with it, why we used it. Oh, that's going to be fun. Okay. All righty. Okay. Thank you guys so much for joining us here. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Helen. I'm glad y'all came. Okay. If you want to be a part of this skincare challenge, just know you can join at any time. We are going to be going over the microneedling next week. We're going to be going over morning routines, evening routines. We're going to be going over the Airbrush foundation and adding our skincare to that. All of that stuff over the next 6 weeks, and just know that we are here to help you have great skincare, help you have great airbrushing looks, help you all across the board. And so if you need any help, please ask. We're over at Luminess Live in our group session, and we can answer any questions for you there. We have beauty experts on the phone that are available for you right there that you can give them a call Monday through Friday and ask them any questions that you might have. But y'all, most importantly, sign up for Heather's class. Her class is not just airbrushing anymore. It's skincare also. And so you can come into that class and you can ask your questions with Heather. She trains on Mondays and Wednesdays at noon. She's so much fun. Y'all know that. This is her show. Y'all know how much fun she is. And so she does this in a small group setting, and that class is free to use. So take advantage of it. In the meantime, I will see you over at Luminess Live, and I'll see you next Wednesday for our next summer skincare challenge. Goodbye, y'all. See you later.